And I remember him, the very next year, the varsity coach finally retired, and I'm like, here it is. Yes, it's all happening exactly how I planned it. And even though I coached 11 years and I was there for the school and all these things for the school, they chose to hire somebody else. And that hurt. And so then I remember even in an interview, they asked me, hey, will you stay on as our JV coach? And I went, wait a minute, that's a weird question to ask somebody during an interview. And I just knew it. And I was like, no, I'm leaving. And I did leave. I went to another school and I wound up coaching softball at the club level and taking a team to Alabama. And everything seemed to be going well and then all of it just fell apart. And God showed me that's not what I wanted. And then a couple years later, I actually was asked to be an assistant varsity baseball coach. And okay, well, maybe then you want me to be baseball. And well, that didn't work either. And I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm content with what I'm doing. I'm never going to coach again. And I'm content with that. Thanks for showing me that path. But when I look back and I remember that story of I want this, this, and this, I want to become a varsity coach because that's what I've grew up with and that's what I wanted to do. But I wanted it on my time. And then now as I realize it, he did it on his time. Here I am, a varsity coach that I never expected to be. And God has brought that to me. And we didn't win those 2 games, by the way, but we got 4th in the state. All right, so that's pretty impressive, and I'm very thankful that God had brought me to that, but it was on his time. When we look back at stuff, we can realize, wow, it's on your time, God, but yet very often we want it on ours. And or we want it specifically, this is how I want you to do it. But we got to trust in him.